Hello, and today we're gonna be playing some AI Dungeon 2. Some AI Dungeon 2. Yes, I hope you guys are excited for some AI Dungeon 2 gameplay. I'm excited to play with you all tonight. I think it'll be fun. Let me refresh the page. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba-ba. Bum-bum-bum-bum. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Yo, Volt, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. It's good to see you back. And Norfolk, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you both back. Don't forget to smash that like button. Are you guys excited for some more AI Dungeon 2? Yo, Beth, welcome to the stream. Beth asked me on Facebook Messenger what I would like. Well, she asked me, what is it that I would like to know more about her cosplay? Something along those lines. To which then I would say, Beth, what do you think would get me really hyped for your cosplay? Knowing me personally, for like so many months, what do you think would make me go, oh snap, this is like the bee's knees? Yo, Kevin, welcome to the stream. Welcome. It's good to have you. Don't forget to smash that like button. Are you guys excited for some AI Dungeon 2? Also, if you guys have any questions, want to talk about your day, have any discussion topics, definitely feel free to bring them up in the live chat. But yeah, I'm going to be setting up a list of players and getting like a turn order going so that we can get this show on the road. Bow. Also, I need to change it from top chat to live chat. That way I'm not missing any messages. Norfolk said, so are we continuing the story or starting a new story? That's actually a good question. I know that Volt has a prompt that he would like us to try, which I think means that we'd be starting a new story, which I'm totally down for. So Volt, would you like to share the prompt that you've made with everybody? And then we can like talk about it and see like how everybody feels about playing it. Because I'd be down to play it. So Beth said I would get a blue dress that accents certain body parts that I know you like. I mean that sounds good to me. Um, what else do you think would get me really excited about your cosplay? Volt said I have to paste it in sections. No problem. Feel free to paste it into the chat. Hopefully, it won't get broken up by other people's messages. That's something that tends to happen whenever stuff like that happens. You are an adventurer with great magical prowess in a world where anything is possible because of portals that appear all around the land. These portals lead to dimensions of all sorts, some with life. I like that some with life is where it cuts out. Some with life, some without. Let's see. Oh, Beth has popped in the middle of your thing. I'm gonna finish what Volt's saying and then I'll read Beth's message. Some with life and some with none, some with gods and monsters, and even some with great technological advancements. These portals appear randomly and without purpose, oftentimes allowing for attacks from magical. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like from magical like entities, threats, invaders, dimensions, uh, aliens, hostiles, warriors. I got a whole bunch of guesses. And then he said creatures, aliens, or even gods. Oh, he. When the real answer is also like a list. Interesting. I can try and copy and paste these in. Sometimes AI Dungeon 2 doesn't like me copying things, and then it makes me have to like retype what you guys say. And for stuff like prompts, that can be gross. Yeah, like it's not letting me paste what you said, so I'm just gonna have to type it. Also, don't forget at the end of any prompt to add some kind of open ended sentence, like suddenly, and then it can allow for like the AI to fill in some conflict or new thing to occur. Though I guess you don't have to, but the AI is going to try to do that anyways. So if you don't put a fill in, it can try to steer it in a really weird direction. Let's see. Beth said, I want to make it where it's super realistic, but I don't know how to do that since Metaton is from an indie game. Well, just because the original design of a character is simple, that doesn't mean that you can't like breathe life into it. I'd highly recommend checking out stuff like Alex Ross's artwork, where she takes like fairly simple comic book designs and makes them like photorealistic characters. It's all about your imagination and like what you put into it. Like try and make it look the way that you see it in your mind. Like if you were to imagine it as a real thing, is my best advice for trying to make something fictional look real. Let's see. So, you are an adventurer with great magical prowess in a world where anything is possible thanks to portals. I might paraphrase some of what you said. Where anything is possible thanks to portals, there are all sorts of magical creatures from a variety of dimensions. Variety of dimensions. The world is under threat. Under threat. No. The world is threatened by mystical invaders of all kinds. That's me trying to summarize what you said. Um, when I said thanks to portals, I should say thanks to portals that randomly appear around the world. There we go. Of all kinds. You arrive at a portal gate when suddenly, and then that could be like a cliffhanger. Okay. So where are we at? So Godzilla said, Eldritch Dominus Mare. Yo, Godzilla, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Don't forget to smash that Don't forget to smash that like button. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Any discussion topics like to talk about on the stream? And would you like to play some AI Dungeon 2? Real quick, everybody who wants to play AI Dungeon 2, let me know in that live chat. That way I can put you in the turn order list, and we can get set up. Let's see. So I imagine that Volt and Norfolk are down, and that Godzilla is down. So the current turn order is Jet, Volt, Norfolk, and Godzilla. Now, does everyone know who they want to play as? Because I still have everybody's characters written down from before. Ooh, Kevin is also here. Yo, Kevin, welcome. Don't forget to smash that like button. I've added you to the queue. Let me know if you have any questions, discussion topics, or if you just want to tell me about your day. Let's see. So where are we at? Volt said, good tip. Thank you kindly. Norfolk said, I'm fine with that, but it would be cool if in one AI Dungeon stream we did like a post-nuclear scenario. Yeah, I'd be down with that. We've actually done stuff like that before. So I'm not opposed to that at all. Beth said, thank you, that should help, no problem. I'm glad the advice was helpful. Godzilla said, I want to be Dominus Mare, but he's coming up from the depths of an ancient terror. What does that mean? Godzilla said that people think will destroy them. From the depths of what is an ancient terror, though? Volt said, I'm good with that. Godzilla said, yes, please. Volt said, I want to play. Norfolk said, I'll play. Then Kevin also said, yes, please. Beth said, my character is Mr. Invisible. Mr. Invisible has the power to not take actions and just observe. Sounds like you just want to be in the audience. That's totally fine. Norfolk said, I think we should wait a minute for people to decide. Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. Beth said, lol, JK, just a bit because I can't play due to being late and close to bedtime for me. No problem. And then Godzilla said, an ancient, terrifying thing. Okay, no problem. Oh, also, are you guys cool with me hitting enter on the prompt that we wrote? That way the AI can start generating new content. I love you too, Beth. Good night. Volt said that he's going to be playing as a woman named Sarah. With the essence of a goddess named Eternity trapped within her, allowing her to channel eternal essence, giving her a healing aura and the ability to shoot energy blast. Okay, I think that's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to check to see if anybody's named Sarah already. Because, nope, I don't think we have any Sarahs. You're going to be the first Sarah. I'm actually a little surprised. Because it's just such a normal name. Nobody's been Sarah until now. Okay, so here's Sarah. So Sarah is a woman who... Is it possesses the spirit of a goddess? No. That essence of a goddess named Eternity is trapped within her. This reminds me of like Naruto with like the nine-tailed fox being trapped inside of his body. is a woman who has the essence of the goddess Eternity trapped inside of her body, gifting her, no, not gifting, giving her the ability to create force fields and to magically heal. Or, well, hold up. And to cast magical healing spells. So I tried to make it one sentence, and I think it works. Sarah is a woman who has the essence of the goddess Eternity trapped inside of her body, giving her the ability. I guess there'd be a comma, giving her the ability to create force fields and to cast magical healing spells. It's weird to put a comma in because I've been told that the AI doesn't fuck with commas, but I felt like that was an appropriate comma. But that's Volt's character. Okay, ballin'. Norfolk said, yeah. Godzilla said, I imagine the cult is really widespread and it works like a normal religion. Like, I imagine, like, the Pope guy on the beach throwing gold in the sea to serve his god. Dominus Mare has been sleeping for a couple years since the last battle against Redoti. Oh my gosh. He's putting in lore from, like, older sessions. Norfolk is going to be Dr. Folk. He practices traditional medicine, not magic. He is a noble, and his aspiration is to heal people in need. Interesting. Okay. I like that you have two K's in it. Excuse me. Let's see. Dr. Folk is a noble who practices non-magical medicine. Dr. Folk wants to heal people. Whoa, It's interesting that it's like you aspire to heal people. Aspires to heal people wherever and whenever they are. Wait, what the fuck? It's interesting to specify whenever, because that's almost like a time travel thing. Aspires to, I'm just gonna say aspires to heal people, because I'm trying to figure out, like, could the AI misconstrue anything? I don't think so. Aspires to heal people wherever and whenever. But it's weird to say that and then not say anything else afterwards, I guess, is the thing that's throwing me. Wherever and whenever. No, that's fine. I think that hopefully the AI will be good. Okay. So I think we're good. Norfolk said yeah. Oh wait, you can shoot energy blasts. It was that you had a healing aura, not a force field. I wrote the wrong thing. Well, hold on. I could. Oh, okay. I got this. To create a healing aura and fire energy blasts. There we go. That is now fixed. Okay, scrolling through. Norfolk, I read that. Norfolk said, I also am a missionary for my god, Torvald. And then Godzilla said, lore. Okay, so Dr. Folk is a missionary for his god. Dr. Folk's, well, his god. That's so weird. Dr. Folk's god. Dr. Folk's god's name is Torvald. Well, hold on. No. I know how to do this. Is a missionary for Torvald. Torvald is a god. Bam! Summarizing. Kevin said he would like his character to be called Ashley, who is an archaeologist who also is able to make potions with the ferrets of the enemies, like their DNA. She is also 32 and has dwarfism. Ferrets? Make potions with the ferrets of the enemies. I have now taken all your ferrets and mixed them together into the most amazing potion. Ferrets. I feel like that's not what you meant to say, but I can't stop imagining it being what you meant to say. Did you mean like pheromones? I'm trying to figure out. I'll write down everything but that part until I like hear from you on what that part is. So Ashley, also I need to make sure that there are no other Ashleys. There aren't any other Ashleys. You guys are picking like really normal names that oddly no one else has picked. Okay, Ashley is a 32-year-old archaeologist. I did not spell that correctly. Archaeologist. I guess I should say is a 32-year-old dwarf archaeologist who has the ability to make potions out of, and then I need to go back. Okay, pheromones, ballin'. To make potions out of pheromones. Sweet. That kind of gives me like a poison ivy feel a little bit, just due to the involvement of pheromones. Okay. Godzilla said, time for my idea for gods. So then Godzilla's like, gods are sources of their kind of magic. They all have this massive core inside of themselves with odd, strange powers. If a god dies, the source of magic is gone as well. So that seems like another thing we would put in using /remember. But let me hit enter on what I have already, and then let the game start generating stuff, and then I can start actually dumping all of this into /remember. Norfolk said, so how long is this session going to be? So this session is going to go until 12 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Norfolk said, because we were putting a lot of work into our characters. That is a common issue that comes up a lot of times. It's better to try and do it as we go rather than all at the start, because if it happens all at the start, then we don't actually get a lot of time to play. But here's what we have. Well, I still need to use /remember anyway. So one moment, I'm gonna just dump everything into the remember first, and then we can jump in, since we already have so much written. And then I need to grab Dominus Mare's description as well. Also, does anyone know if there's a limit on /remember? I don't think I've ever tried to put too much into /remember before, to where it complained about it. I just saw Service Mare. Here we go, Dominus Mare. So I'm just going to use your old Dominus Mare description. There we go. So now everybody's character is in the game. I'm going to jump back. Let's see. Norfolk said, I don't think so. Then Volt said, I don't think there is a limit. Interesting. Okay, so here's what we have so far in the adventure. You are an adventurer with great magical prowess in a world where anything is possible thanks to portals that randomly appear around the world. There are all sorts of magical creatures from a variety of dimension. I didn't make it plural. I fucked it up. The world is threatened by mystical invaders of all kinds. You arrive at a portal gate when suddenly you find yourself in a strange land. It's not your home anymore, and it feels like you have lost something very important. It seems that you were transported back to the time of the Great Lich Lord, who was defeated centuries ago by adventurers such as yourselves. Oh, okay. So, time travel adventure. That sounds cool. It kind of gave us a bad guy. So, well, I mean, that doesn't mean that we're the ones who beat the Great Lich Lord, though. We could just do other shit, and the adventurers from this time beat him, unless we're supposed to be those adventurers, but whatever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to travel to the local Heroes Guild. Just a really basic command. The Heroes Guild is located in the city of Rask, which is one of the oldest cities still standing in this part of the world. This place has been known to be a haven for those seeking help against monsters or other threats. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So next up would be bump 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 Volt. Volt, it is your turn. So I'm going to do et Volt. It is your turn. Ba-na-na-na. And I can put what you said, Godzilla, about gods being the sources of their magic. So I'll just write gods are gods who represent certain forms of magic are the sources of said magic. When a god dies, so does their magic. Okay, so I've added that using the /remember as like just a part of the canon. So it is now Volt's move. Volt is playing as Ashley, I believe. No, Sarah. Blah, blah, blah. We got two normal names, and it's gonna throw me. Sarah walks into the Heroes Guild and begins searching for someone. Ooh, okay. Sarah walks into the Heroes Guild and begins searching for someone. Let's see how that goes. This is a good time, by the way, for everyone to start getting their actions ready, or to at least be thinking about what you want to do when your turn comes around. After Volt, it is going to be Norfolk. Right now, I'm just waiting for the AI to respond to Volt's action. Godzilla said, I just finished my action. And then Godzilla said, I feel like it's really culty. Interesting. So Godzilla's like, he's ready to go. His thing is already pre-written. Godzilla said, for the time, the cult is smaller. I like that Godzilla has this overarching story for his character Dominus Mare. He's used Dominus Mare and like Mortis Deus in multiple AI Dungeon 2 sessions, and he's like, they're all the same person. So we had a similar server error thing happen at the end of the last stream. We just had an error like that happen again. So I'm going to try again. I think I should have reverted my last attempt at it. Or maybe not. I actually don't know. Okay, here we go. Sarah walks into the Heroes Guild and immediately notices a group of men looking over some paperwork. She asks them if they know anyone named Folk, but the man tells her he doesn't think so, since Folk would probably just be a common name. Yo! So I like what the AI said. The AI made it where Volt's character is specifically looking for Norfolk's character. Like it pulled Norfolk's name from the memory and was like, oh, they're looking for someone? Bet. They're looking for this like other player. I kind of dig that. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Okay, so I'm gonna try and post what happened into the live chat. Let's see. Volt said, we need to really play a prompt over multiple sessions if we flesh it out this much. We actually, for a while, like stopped doing the custom prompts because it would take so long. We would get so into like putting everything in that we would lose track. The issue of also up next is Norfolk's turn. The issue of trying to play the same prompt like night after night after night is that sometimes not everybody's there. You know what I mean? And then it gets weird because you could miss something or new people could jump in and it could completely change what we're doing. It gets complicated. Norfolk said, a medical physician for the Heroes Guild approaches Volt and asks what he needs. I noticed Norfolk isn't like Dr. Folk does it, he's like a medical physician does it. What's a non medical physician? Why not? Why not like a medic of the Heroes Guild approaches Volt? Oh wait, Sarah, and asks what she needs. There we go. A medic of the Heroes Guild approaches Sarah and asks that he knows. Whoa, what the fuck? Hold on. It said it in a weird way. Oh, wait, no, I said it in a weird way. A medic of the Heroes Guild approaches Sarah and says that he knows a folk, but she's currently living in a small village called Eden. He goes on to say that Folk is a healer here and that he'd be happy to take her in. Interesting. So, yeah, that was really interesting. Let me post that in the live chat. So essentially, it made the medic say, hey, I know where Folk is. Excuse me, he's in a town called Eden. But if you go to Eden, Folk would be like happy to like take you in. And he also confirmed that like Folk is like a medic here. He's just not here now. So that's interesting. Not gonna lie. What are you guys' thoughts on that? As long as Norfolk is okay with what happened, then it would be the next person's turn. Norfolk said it is weird because I said I was employed there and you didn't even type that. Hold on. I said in the action, so what I just posted in was what the AI said in response. Did you mean that you wanted that in the slash remember? Because remember, the Heroes Guild is something that we like made up like just like a moment ago. Norfolk said, I'm cool with it. I apologize if I messed anything up, by the way. I didn't mean to. Let's see. Where are we at? So Norfolk said he was cool with it. So the next person up would be Godzilla, and Godzilla just posted his action into the thing. So let me grab that. Copy. Oh, well, hold on, Norfolk. I think I understand what happened. You said I, a medical physician for the Heroes Guild, but I thought you had put the exclamation point at the beginning of your action. I like misinterpreted the I. So hold on, Norfolk, because I understand that that isn't actually what you like wanted to say. So what I can do is I can revert and say like, Doctor Folk approaches, and then so I got you. One moment. Dunk, 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 dunk. So Doctor Folk. Norfolk said, I am cool with it. And he said, I see now. And then Norfolk said, no, that is exactly, and then retracted. Dr. Folk, a medic for the Heroes Guild, approaches Sarah and asks what she needs. There we go. This time around, it should do what you actually like wanted. My apologies. I like misinterpreted what you had typed before. Dunk, 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 dunk. Dunk, 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 dunk. And then Norfolk said, no, you're fine. So right now, we're just waiting for the AI to respond. I don't know why we've had like a couple server errors today, but I imagine since we typed in something so short, is probably having another weird server error thing. Luckily, I already have the action I just wrote copied, so all I have to do is, if it does have a server error, just paste it in, hit enter, and then it should fix itself. But how's everybody doing tonight? And is everyone having a fun time so far in the stream? I want to make sure that everyone's like having a good time and enjoying themselves. Yep. So we had an error, but I'm just going to repost it, and it should fix itself. Godzilla said, yeah. Oh, ballin'. Good to hear, Godzilla. Norfolk said, good. Godzilla said, I think you might really like my action. Okay, ballin'. I'm excited to check it out. Hopefully, we can get AI Dungeon working. Doom, 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 doom. Because this is like the second network error that we've had, or server error. I mean, same difference. This is like the second error that we've had in this session alone. Doom, doom. So I wonder if AI Dungeon 2 is just like really busy right now. Which, if it is, what a weird time for it to be busy. Who all's playing AI Dungeon 2 at like 11:31 p.m.? Volt said, don't revert server errors. It'll revert what the AI said before the action you had tried. Just retry. Understood. I am just retrying. I'm not reverting. Okay. So we got another server error, so I'm going to try again. What I'm doing each time I try again, I'm just pasting in what I said before and then hitting enter. There we go. We got it to work. Dr. Folk approaches Sarah and asks if she needs any help. He says that there is a young girl named Ashley who seems to be having trouble getting along with her parents. A young girl named Ashley. Nerd Tanker said, Ichigo is here. That makes it sound like Ichigo just got invited to Smash. Yo, Nerd Tanker, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Also, don't forget to smash that like button. Truly appreciate it. Would you like to join in on this AI Dungeon 2 session? So, the AI once again tried to incorporate somebody's like character name from the continuity into it, but I feel like what it said was weird. Because Ashley's 32 years old, and the game was like a young girl named Ashley who's having trouble getting along with her parents. I feel like that somewhat is railroading um, the Ashley character, which is Kevin's character. So I actually would want to hear Kevin's input on this. How do you feel about it? And how do you think we could alter this to make it work more with your character and with the story that you're trying to tell? Gosh, Volt said it's because of the dwarfism. Nerd Tanker said, I think I'm good right now. I just got back from being a dungeon master. Hey, how'd the campaign go? Or how'd the session go? I mean, the campaign's likely still going, unless this happened to be the last session that you did for that particular campaign. But how's it going? And what game are you guys playing? Are you playing like D&D, Pathfinder, something else? Kevin said, I don't like the ring of it. Understandable, Kevin. How can we change it? We have the ability to alter it. So if you want it to give like different details, we could do that. Like instead of saying there's a young girl, it could be like there's a young woman named Ashley. And then when it says who seems to be having trouble, you could change the trouble thing to work more with what you'd want. Because we don't necessarily have to revert it, because I think it's almost good, but we can revert it if need be and like try again. It really depends on what you guys want to do. So should we try to alter it? Should we try to revert it? How should we move forward from here? Nerd Tanker said he had a crazy session. He said, my party friended a werewolf with alcohol. I've been in a similar situation in D&D. I once friended a demon with alcohol. Norfolk said, I think we should try to alter it. Okay, I'm down with altering it. My main thing would be just how do we want to alter it? I think if we change young girl to young woman, that works pretty well with like Ashley. It's just that last part where it's like who seems to be having trouble getting along with her parents. That's kind of weird. Do we want to change that to talk about more To talk more about who Ashley is, we could try and do that. We could be like, he says that there's a young woman named Ashley who is an archaeologist who creates potions out of pheromones. Like, we could do something like that. Excuse me. And it allows for Dr. Folk's character to explain more about Kevin's character without railroading Kevin. It'd essentially just be like regurgitating the information that we already put into the context. Um, that or Norfolk could just establish like what he would say about Ashley. Like, what would you say about Kevin's character if you were to say something about it? Let's see. Nerd Tanker said, "Anywho, I'm going to bed soon. Night, my man. I hope you have a wonderful night, Nerd Tanker. It's always good to see you. I hope that you sleep well and wake up feeling refreshed and happy." I got tongue tied for a moment. Norfolk said, "Mostly I was just trying to state my business and my potential usefulness." So he's like, I wouldn't even have brought up Ashley at all. Okay, I got you. So state your business and usefulness. So Dr. Folk says that he is a medic who wants to help heal people wherever and whenever he is needed. Let me drop one of those E's. So you said state your business and potential usefulness. I mean that does it. That statement I think establishes that. Let's see. Kevin said, "Can we change it to young woman and have it where Ashley's parents are outcasting her for her dangerous passions for DNA?" I would, but Dr. Folk was like, "Nah, I probably wouldn't have brought up Ashley in the first place. But don't worry, your character will have the time to shine soon." But I think we've now corrected the Dr. Folk weird prompt response, and now it is finally Godzilla's turn. Yo, Godzilla! I know that you got an action ready for us, but I believe it is now buried under chat messages. I can scroll up and try and get it. Okay. So let me copy that. Okay, it let me copy it. So let me read it. A group of worshippers. I noticed you put an A in it. Is that on purpose? Like worship and war put together, so they're worshippers? Or was that like a typo? I can leave it in, but if I leave it in, I'm gonna capitalize the W. Godzilla said, no. Okay, then I will put that O in. A group of worshippers of Dominus Mare take their eyes out, losing their sight, to bring Dominus Mare this time of the Lich. Dominus Mare in this time. Oh, I mean, you don't have to specify that it's in this time period. Anything that happens is assumed to be happening like right now. Because if you say in the time of the Lich, the AI might get confused and be like, so in this time, or in like a different time? So a group of worshippers of Dominus Mare take their eyes out, losing their sight, to summon. I'm going to change it from bring to summon. To summon Dominus Mare. Dominus Mare rises up from the sea and roars. Okay, ballin'. I think that'll be good. So I will paste that in now. Norfolk said, "Again, sorry chat for the long turn. No problem at all. It happens. As long as everybody's having fun, I'm digging it." And I do like hearing about everybody's like lore and characters and stuff like that. Um, so I dig it, like regardless. I think it's fun. Oh shit. Godzilla was like, there was more to my post. And I'm like, Nani? Oh no. So I need to. Right now it's loading, so I think it might be about to do an error. So what I can do Copy what I already wrote. Jump in the box. Oh, well, you can't paste anything into the box while it's loading. So I'll just wait. But yeah, so it messed up anyways, which is fine because I needed to add more stuff. Um, the Heroes Guild witnesses the summoning of Dominus Mare. There we go. I like that you made your action directly connect to essentially where the entire story has been centered. That's pretty cool. It allows you to like do your own thing, but still be like, but if you guys wanna check it out, it's there. Godzilla said the big Oxodal has been summoned. Here's how the AI responded. You hear a loud roar coming from the sea. A large creature emerges from the ocean, its mouth wide open and teeth bared. Its skin is black and its muscles bulge with every muscle fiber. His head resembles a horned serpent with two long fangs protruding from its top jaw. My my brain at first was trying to say veins instead of fangs. It went into a lot of descriptive detail. Is that like the most descriptive it's ever been for Dominus Mare? We describe it as an oxodal in Slash Remember, but now it's like serpent head, serpent head with horns. I can still kind of imagine it looking like an oxodal. But do you want me to change any of those details? I can do that with like alter. Let's see. Norfolk said, I was wondering exactly about something. I need a group consensus. I'm thinking about developing and releasing a deadly neurotoxin, wiping out the Heroes Guild to I due to ideological differences. I mean, if you did that, I would probably want to not be there so that I don't get hit with a neurotoxin and die. Also, I went there specifically so that they could fight the Great Lich. Like, I don't want to fight the Great Lich. I just want to tell them that the Great Lich exists so that they can go fight him, so that I can focus on trying to get back to my time period. Um, let's see. Godzilla said, "Oh, I thought the skin was pink." Godzilla said, "It's basically just an Oxado with wings." Volt said, "That's dope." Godzilla said, "And that's it." Norfolk said, "I think so." Godzilla said, "And it's pink." I got you. Do you want me to change the description that it gave? It tried to go in heavy detail, but I definitely understand if the detail is just wrong. You know what I mean? Let's see. Mouth wide open, teeth bared. I'm gonna say skin is pink. Just change black to pink. And then I'll get rid of the head resembles a horned serpent thing. Because none of that has to do with oxodals. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So let's see. Norfolk said, I will give you guys a head start. I will release the neurotoxin on the Great Lich. Ooh, Godzilla said, sure. Godzilla said, I think that instead of the teeth, it should be its wings. Oh, so mention that it like opens its wings. Okay. Let me alter. Mouth wide open. Mouth wide open. And wings. And wings spread? Wings spread. That sounds right. A large creature emerges from the ocean, its mouth wide open and wings spread. That sounds right. That sounds right to me. Um, and then Godzilla's like spread. Okay, ballin'. So that is Godzilla's turn. Excuse me. Next up is Kevin. Kevin, what would you like to do? Boo boom. I'm excited for when AI Dungeon 2 just straight up has multiplayer built in. I think that's going to be pretty hype. The only thing that I don't like about the planned AI Dungeon 2 multiplayer, I think it's supposed to cap out at 5, but right now we can already play with more than 5, so it doesn't matter. Godzilla said, so these people lost their sight to be like, hey, heroes, our god to save us all. Yeah, they summoned Dominus Mare with a purpose. Godzilla said, that's what happened. Let me at Kevin real quick to make sure that he knows it is his turn. It is your turn. There we go. Also, if you guys missed the vlog today, the vlog session today was very action packed, very dramatic, very. It was like a tragedy almost, but I like how the different fantasy elements tied together and that we told like a pretty solid story. Like that worked really well. I dug it. So if you guys haven't seen the session from the vlog, I'd recommend it. Volt said, I think I'll be coming soon and capping out. Wait, hold up. Volt said, I think it'll be coming soon and capping out at 5 is pretty good. You could still use the exclamation point for more than 5 characters. That's true. I mean, capping out at 5 is fine. It's just a thing where for streams it'll be like, okay, join me at and once that fills up, all exclamation point. Because I guess I'm curious, how are like turns gonna work and stuff like that? Like if one person is representing 5 people, but then the party already has 5 people, but then everyone has to take turns, then like it just seems like the one person who represents 5 is not gonna be able to get through all his people. Or at least he will, but after everybody else has gone multiple times over. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be an interesting dynamic. Let's see. Kevin said Ashley walks into the Heroes Guild looking for empty flask and heating materials. Ooh, okay, I got you. I will type that in now. Do 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 do. Ashley walks into the Heroes Guild. Let me capitalize the H, add an apostrophe to the end of the S, capitalize the G, looking for empty flask and heating material. It's interesting to hear it called heating materials. Okay, ba-da-da-dum-bum. Godzilla said, could we do the Jackbox thing maybe? Possibly sometime. So Jackbox is in the poll for like the vlog. It's just people don't vote for it. I actually bought new Jackbox party packs that I've been playing with friends, which I hope to stream. Like hopefully this Friday I'll be able to stream some Jackbox stuff. Or some Ultimate Chicken Horse. That'd also be dope. Godzilla said, oh yeah, multiplayer would be so easy. Volt said, true. Volt said, I'm not sure what Jackbox is. Jackbox is a PS4 game that's kind of like a game show that's meant for you to live stream so that people in the audience can play along. And there are a whole bunch of different games that you can play. And I've recently been playing Jackbox games with my friends, and we've been talking about how cool it would be to stream us playing Jackbox and to stream us playing like other party games and stuff like that. So I'm definitely interested in us doing more like party game streams. That's something that I hope to do maybe like twice a week. Fingers crossed. Godzilla said Jackbox is like the ultimate breeding grounds for memes. That's accurate. Um, oh, let's see how the AI responded to Kevin's action. Ashley walks into the Heroes Guild and sees a group of men working on some paperwork. She asks them if they know anyone named Folk, but the man tells her he doesn't think so, since Folk would probably just be a common name. So oddly enough, the AI repeated itself. Wonk wonk. Wonk wonk revert. Wonk wonk wonk. Wonk 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 wonk. And we're gonna try that action again. I'm curious if they are ever going to implement a retry button. I do think they should add the retry button. Let's see. Volt said, I'm down. I'll vote for it next time. Ballin'. Norfolk said, when do you think you will be doing a Jackbox stream? So for the vlogs, I do the vlog video that we did earlier. I do that every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. As long as you guys vote for a game, then whatever game that you guys want us to play, we'll just play that game on the vlog. So today, AI Dungeon 2 won, so then we played it. And then we already do an AI Dungeon 2 stream every Wednesday at 11 p.m. So we had two AI Dungeon 2 streams back to back, more or less. But if you guys had voted for anything else, we would have still done AI Dungeon 2 at 11, but we just would have done whatever else at 8, if that makes sense. If you guys are interested in the schedule, I recently released a video talking about the new upload schedule that also talks about when I do streams and stuff like that, in case you guys want like more context on when stuff happens. Oh, and when it comes to Jackbox streams, if I'm hanging out with friends and we happen to be playing it, then if everyone's down with me streaming it, I can also stream that. That's what I'm hoping to do twice a week. Is just when I have friends over and we're playing Jackbox, just be like, why don't we stream? And then if they're down, we stream. But I still need to talk to them about that and make sure that they're cool with it because they would also be on camera, and I have to make sure they're comfortable with that. Let's see. Kevin said boo. Then Godzilla said wonk 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 wonk. Norfolk said, where do you vote? Is it in the YouTube polls? So on the channel itself, under the community tab, um, you guys can actually leave comments. You can read posts that I make, and I'll make posts that are like, here's a poll for like this particular day, and here's what you can vote for. Now, the poll stuff and the vlog, that's like a Wednesday thing. Like what we're doing right now is also like a Wednesday thing. So specifically, I like stream on Wednesday, but most days of the week, Monday through Thursday, it's like videos. So instead of streams, it's me releasing videos. But I try to make videos based on topics that you guys suggest for me to do. So I still try to make the videos tailored around what you guys would want to see, if that makes sense. Let's see. Godzilla said if it's Jackbox, then would it only be your friends? Not necessarily. Depending on the Jackbox game, because it's not like I'm gonna have 8 people over, though I have had 8 people over in the past. But if I let's say it's just me and like 3 other people, people on the stream could actually play as well. Jackbox takes up to 8 people, and then the audience can have like thousands of people. So people can still participate through the audience even if they're not playing directly. Here's what the AI said in response to Kevin's action. It said the same thing, sadly. Hold on, let me revert it again. We have it stuck doing like the same action over and over, sadly. So I'm going to try again. Kevin said, if it doesn't work, should we reword my character's action? Like, instead, should we have it where my character asks where they sell stuff instead of trying to find anything? We could, if you feel like that would help. Let's see. Oh, okay, it said something different this time. Ashley walks into the Heroes Guild and sees a bunch of people staring at her. She asks them if they need help, and they tell her no, because Ashley is too old to need their help. That seems like the opposite of what it would say. Ashley looks down and realizes that she is right. She runs away crying. What? So it said something different, but it said something very incoherent. It kind of jumped around. Kevin said, "No, I don't like that either." No problem. I'm gonna try to revert it. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. So I'm trying it again. I'm glad that it didn't do the "you ask for Dr. Folk" thing again. Kevin said a rework must be needed. Maybe? I mean, that one was pretty close. And by pretty close, I mean at least you didn't ask for Dr. Folk. Volt said, oof, the AI is ageist. It is indeed. Oh, this is like a question that I have for everybody. How did you guys discover AI Dungeon 2? I actually learned about AI Dungeon 2 through Reddit, but not from the AI Dungeon 2 Reddit, from a Reddit about like, what's it called? Media synthesis, like r/media synthesis. It's a Reddit about like cool things that people make using AI. and it specifically talked about AI Dungeon 2. We got another network error. Ah, Kevin said 32 isn't that old though for my character. Okay. How do we. Oh shit. My body is detecting that it is approaching midnight. I go to bed at midnight, so I'm gonna go to bed like right after the stream. Uh, Kevin, would you like us to try again, or do you think we should reword it before we try again? Volt said, "I was looking for D&D like games that could be played alone." Well, you came to the right place. This is definitely that kind of thing. And this is probably the best thing you could find for that, to be honest. Godzilla said, I found out through this cool channel called Nika Benson. It's a really cool channel and extremely underrated. Oh, thank you kindly, Godzilla. I appreciate the compliment. Norfolk said, it is already midnight where I am at. I am on EST. I'm on CDT, Central Daylight Time. Kevin said, reword before trying again. Volt said, but I found something much better. This masterpiece. I'm glad that you dig AI Dungeon 2. I'm a big fan. Um, Godzilla, you were saying the channel's underrated? I think AI Dungeon 2 is underrated. You'd be surprised how many people I describe this game to, and then they're like, "So I don't get the big deal." And I was like, what do you mean you don't get the big deal? It's a huge accomplishment. Kevin said, like, maybe her running in panic, much help. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to say Ashley races into the Heroes Guild in a panic, looking for empty flask and materials. Let's see how that goes. Ashley runs to the Heroes Guild and screams about a monster attacking her. She starts running around frantically looking for anything that could help her. I mean, to be honest, Godzilla's character just showed up, and Godzilla's character is like a big ass monster god. So that actually sounds like that story checks out. That's not that weird. Uh Kevin, is that cool with you? Like what happened? Guts said, "Whoa, I missed the whole stream." Interesting. Well, he said, "Bro." Yo, Guts, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day? Do you have any questions for your boy and any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Kevin said, "That's fine." That means it is now my turn. We also only have 3 minutes left in the stream, sadly. So let me see if I can do something, I guess, basic. I'm going to attempt to tell the leader, well, attempt to warn the leader of the Heroes Guild about the Great Lich attack. Oh, fuck. But the Heroes Guild is probably gonna think that Dominus Mare is the Lich, even though he isn't. Godzilla said, alright, sorry, what is happening? So essentially, Kevin's character ran into the Heroes Guild afraid of being attacked by a giant monster and starts looking around for anything that she thinks could be of use. So her turn ended up being in reaction to you being summoned, I think. Godzilla said, did something happen with my character? Indirectly, yes. Norfolk said, I'm going to go now. It is 1 o'clock now. See ya. Okay, catch you later. Thank you for tuning in, Norfolk. Truly appreciate it. Um, I'll read what the AI said in response to my action, and then I'll wrap up as well, because we're pretty much out of time. You try to tell the hero leader about the Great Lich Lord, but he ignores you. He orders his guards to shoot at the monster, but unfortunately it turns out to be a mirage created by the hero's own bullets. The monster disappears before their eyes, and they fall unconscious from fear. What? What? They shoot at the monster, but the monster is a mirage created by the bullets. But then how do you shoot at the monster if the monster is a mirage based on the bullets. It's like the chicken and the egg. Like, which would come first? That's really weird. Um, Godzilla said, "What the hell?" Guts said, "Had a good day and good night, man." Oop, have a wonderful night, Guts. Godzilla said, "The monster is a god." Godzilla said, "What the fuck?" Volt said, "The fuck? The AI knew we were gonna end the stream and had to throw a twist." Godzilla said, "It's 10 for me." Oh, it's still early for Godzilla. Well, I'm gonna have to cut it off for now. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button. It actually really helps out the channel. Um, Make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding, 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 ring the notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. Thank you all once again for tuning in. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jeb Black, the one only, logging out. Peace, guys. Chicken-a-ga. Chicken-a-ga.